Hello guys, welcome back to another TryHackMe Capture the Flag challenge. Today we will be working on another beginner level CDF challenge and its name is Blueprint and it is based on Microsoft Windows. So let's get started. So machine is already on and it has two questions. One is to decode some NTLM hash, most probably a password, and another is to read the root.txt flag file. Okay, so let's copy the IP address and let's start. So first thing first, nmap scan. So sc sv and then the IP address. And for this, I executed vulnerability script as well in nmap. So basically, it will try to check if the running service is vulnerable or not. So it will take some time. So that's why I have executed this nmap already. So to save our time. So this is the nmap output. Port 80 is open. IIS is running. And it says vulnerable for DOS attack, likely vulnerable, but we don't need this one. And then the next port is 135, RPC port 139, net bias, and 443 uh, HTTPS running here on Apache. So above port 80 was running on IIS. So this is a different service altogether, and it is not vulnerable as per nmap. And then this is vulnerable for DOS. We don't need that. And then let's move to 445 and 3306. MySQL is running, and it is also not showing any good status. Then another web port is 8080. HTTP is running Apache, and I believe 2423. The version is same to 423, so most likely the same Apache service is running on two ports. And then here is the detail for HTTPD. So what it found uh, these pages related to OS Commerce CMS. So OS Commerce 2.3.4 is running, and that's it. And it is also vulnerable for DOS attack, and a couple of RPC ports are running, and the SMB is also not vulnerable for now. So we will look at uh, OS Commerce 2.3.4. Okay, maybe let's open the pages how it look like. So this is port 80, and maybe in parallel let's open other services. Port maybe HTTPS, that is 443, and last is 8080. So this is IIS and no page is hosted. Index.asp or ASPX, no. This is 443. Self-signed certificate is there, but it is not working for some reason. Go back, advance. Okay, so I am making mistake here. um, Advance, accept the risk and continue. Okay, so OS Commerce 2.3.4, and here the same service is running on both the ports. So we will target the non-secure port with port 80, and let's see what is there. So catalog and docs 2.3.4 OS Commerce, and if we go to catalog and if you open docs in another folder, so more folders are there, PDF files and couple of documents, not interesting. And this is catalog, and the CMS is hosted here. For some reason some files are not loaded and the view is not in good shape. Okay, no issue. So OS commerce search exploit OS commerce 2.4 maybe, or let's mention complete version 2.3.4, 2.3.4. So we got couple of exploits here. So this is SQL injection, SQL, and cross-site scripting, and this is multiple vulnerability in this. So let's check these two first. So copy and locate 43191.py and 44374 44374.py. Let's copy both of them to local directory. Okay, yes, we are good. So let's check the first one, 43191.py. So it is targeting /admin, so most likely it would need admin credential, which we don't have for now. Yes, so we need to enter the username and password here, and it will upload a file. So we can upload a shell using this exploit. So since we don't have credentials, so let's check another one, 44374.py. Okay, so similar path here, but it is exploiting the install directory. Most likely, if install directory is still present, even after the installation is complete, so this could be exploitable, and there is no credential required here. So we will use this. So let's mention the URL. So before making the change, maybe if you have already noticed, there are two slashes here, and after localhost there is one slash, but this is a typo. So I'm removing it now and typing the IP address, which is 10 dot 10.10.161.111 and port 8080. And if you have observed, the version is .1, which is not true in our case. So the path is a little different. So let's mention the IP address here again, port 8080, OS commerce 2.3.4, and maybe let's copy this one and open to check if the URL is correct. So looks good. Okay, so this is where you enter the PHP payload. So some PHP payload can be entered here, and you can see the ls command. So let's uh, try this one. So I'm removing previous one. Okay, ls and python 4344.py. Successfully launched the exploit. Open the following URL to execute your code. So basically it has injected our payload, but the execution will happen once we open this page. So seems like it has not executed. The system has been disabled for security reasons. So we need to make slight change here. So we will remove this system and mention exec. Okay, let's try again. And the URL is same, so I'm just going to refresh. So that error has gone, but no output. So we don't know if this has executed or not. Let's open another window, or maybe below this one, and sudo tcp dump. Let's start the ICMP capture and nano. Let's make changes in the script um, and mention ping command here. So our IP is, where is the IP? Okay, so IP is 10.8.21.257 and save and execute, then refresh. Seems like the code is getting executed. We are receiving the ping response. Okay, but no output is showing here, so that's fine for now. So maybe let's make some changes, and since you can see that single quote is used here and here is double quote, so we cannot write long commands, or maybe we cannot write PowerShell commands to getting a shell, and even we might not use couple of long commands. So maybe we can use cert util command here. Let's see. So the syntax is cert util dot exe, which is Windows native executable, although it is for different purpose, but we can uh, download our shell or anything which we want and we can execute it. So let's mention the IP address of our machine and port 8080. So I'm going to create a shell dot php, and it should save um, to maybe whatever directory it is there. I don't know what directory it is in C drive of Windows. So let's um, save here shell.php. Okay, no problem. Let's upload it first and then we will figure it out how to uh, execute that one. So port is 8080 and shell.php. Okay, so I have um, one shell in opt directory. Copy here and maybe rename it to shell.php, and let's see what it is. Cat shell.php. So it is just a simple syntax to execute a command remotely. Okay, so Python, no, sudo Python 3 HTTP server. Okay, um, maybe not here. Sudo Python HTTP 3 server. Okay, so let's execute our payload. Refresh. It is still executing. It should download our shell.php from our web server. Support is 8000. Okay, it's my bad. Let's make these small change here. Um, I could change the port in Python web server also, but that's fine. It's the same thing. Still no hit is received on our web server for some reason. Yep, now it is. So most likely it has downloaded the file, so we don't um, need the web server. Let's zoom in here and maybe we can execute here. Maybe since the execution is happening in this path or in this file, so we can check if we can access this path. Yes, show shell.php is here. What we need to do, we just need to mention cmd is equal to who am I. Okay, so we are system, so web shell is uploaded, and we can move to next step, maybe to get a reverse shell so that we can um, upload memcached or maybe do other stuff, but we can upload the memcached file using this method also. So let's do that. It is much quicker than rather than taking a web shell first, a reverse shell first, and then doing the same stuff. So let's check if I have memcached. The exe version on my system. Yes, I have. Okay, so I'm assuming this is a 32-bit system. I have not noticed it if it is 64-bit or 32-bit, but let's start with this one. So um, copy this to our local directory in Blueprint. It is copied, and let's make the changes in script so that we can upload this file in the same directory and then execute it later. mikt set.exe kt set.exe control x save, and web server is on, and let's execute and refresh this page. To execute it, it should download, and it should be visible here now. Yes, mimikatch.exe. So now we can try to execute it here. Let's see. Um, Control X, and what I'm doing. I don't know. Let's save. Okay. So let's try to execute it. Refresh. Actually, we should not have executed it in this way because we don't see output anyways here. So let's cancel this, and maybe let's try with our web shell where it is, shell.php, and we can mention the executable as a parameter here. That is taking time. Let's wait. So let's try executing using web shell. Uh, mimikatz.exe, and it might take few minutes. So I'm pausing the video here and we'll resume again once it is completed. So, so after waiting for a few minutes, I realized that we cannot run Mimikatz like this because this opens up a console where we can mention other commands. And since that console is open, this window will keep on loading and will never finish. So we need to mention the command in one line or one word, or maybe in one line. So let's check what could be the command. Windows example. So let's check payload, all the things, and it says like we can run in multiple commands and in one command. So we need to run the command like this. So for this lab, we need to um, just extract the um, credential or hash. So we will just mention this LSA dump and SAM, and then we will write exit so that after executing this command, it closes the Mimikatz console, and then we will be able to see some output. So here it is. It is not um, formatted. So what we need lab user NTLM hash decrypted. So lab user is this, and this is the NTLM hash. So we can decrypt this. So I'm just keeping a note of it to complete the exercise, and we'll decrypt and submit the response here. And then the next question is root dot text. So since we are already running our session using um, system, so we can read the files. Maybe where it should be, we need to locate it first, most likely in administrator folder, or is there any root folder here? No. So let's check the users folder, administrator slash administrator, and then maybe desktop. uh, I don't know. Yep. So here it is. So we can read this file and we can submit the response. So there is another way to complete this lab um, is to use the MSF console, that is Metasploit. So let me just show you what is the name of the CMS. OS Commerce exploit. So you will receive couple of exploit, like one we used from the exploit DB, and another is from Rapid7. So this is the exploit that can be used in Metasploit. So since it is fairly simple and straightforward, so I have not used it. We just need to set the exploit and set the target and exploit. We will get a shell, and we can upload mimikatz, or maybe we can just type hash dump if we got session using system, which we would using Metasploit console as well. So I hope you have enjoyed the lab, and please subscribe and watch other videos. Have a great day. Bye bye.